Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us today. We are here at Scaling New Heights 2020 and an amazing show that we're having here. This conference has been transformative. It has been what it is the topic about, rise of the advisor. And we're here today with Everee, Kyle Rosebush, I'm going with the name, is here with us to tell us everything about Everee. How you doing, Kyle?
Doing great. How are you?
Yeah, that's good, good. Tell us all about Everee. We want to know about how it was founded, why, what is behind it, what do you bring not only to the accountants, but also to the small business owners, and what can we expect from your app?
Sure. Yeah, so Everee's platform was built by CFOs for CFOs. And so with that, it's kind of taking some of the traditional things with payroll, unbundling them, and then creating a new platform. So one that's easier to use, and then for the employee. So essentially, in essence, what we're doing is we're providing earned wage access to the employees. So as soon as they earn their wages, we give them the ability to pick their pay preference. And so part of that creates some efficiencies for the business, and it creates a benefit for employees. So an employee can pick to get paid daily, weekly, on demand, on a customized schedule, however they want to do it. And the beauty of this is Everee's platform builds that so it streamlines manager verification for hourly. And then essentially, we use our credit line. And so business gets to maintain a 2-week pay cycle while employees get the optionality.
That is amazing. And you actually have some slides that you want to show us as part of what Everee does.
Sure.
And also, I love where the name comes from. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So the Everee, E-V-E-R-E-E, and so that stands for the exchange of value between the E-R for employer and the E-E for employee.
Wow, that's amazing. Just to have from where you guys are born and where you come from. So tell us all about how the process goes and why it's so important for employees, which is what we are targeting and understanding their, what is their mindset? What do they need? And tell us how or why it's so important for them to get paid the same day that they have developed it, or why it's so important. What is the philosophy behind it?
So essentially what we've realized is this mismatch between when an employee earns their funds and when they're actually paid creates all kinds of challenges for the employee, and it crops up these other industries that are challenging for an employee. So essentially, if an employee works on the first day of the pay period and they don't get paid for 2 weeks thereafter, they have to lean on things like credit cards and payday loans and overdraft fees. And some of these things can feel predatory and cyclical and tough for an employee to get out of. And so our entire mantra is it's their earned money, and so they should have access to it as they want it. What this does for the business is it creates a lot of efficiency. And so if a business is looking at a 2-week cycle and they're scrambling at the end of this pay period to reconcile hours and load up commission payments and things like that, our platform's made that easy to do. And so we've created this system here where an employee can clock in and out using our app. That at the end of the shift goes directly to their manager and says, time to verify these hours. There's an interesting connection there that happens where it creates this connection between the managers and the employees. If I'm going to get paid every day, I better be really good with my punches. And the same thing for the managers is if we're going to provide this benefit, then we're going to be good with verifying hours. And so tightening that up reduces a lot of time clock fraud and additional challenges there for a business. And so then from there it goes to the payroll administrator, where they know and have the confidence that their employees have clocked in and out and that they've been verified by managers. So as soon as that comes across, they have all the confidence in the world to swipe and approve. And since we're built on the same day ACH platform, those payments, as soon as they're verified by 10 in the morning, employees get those by 2 that afternoon. And so with this, if I jump over to...
You have it there. We have the deck.
There it is.
Activated. There you go.
Let me go back just a little bit. And so essentially what we were saying here is that these are challenges for an employee. They incur these things and it's tough for them to get out of it. And so having the benefits there increases productivity for a business. Essentially one way to think about it too with a lot of our customers in the sales side of things is if they know that they're aligning incentives towards paying quicker, then increase productivity. So if I know that I'll get paid for this commission tomorrow for the sale I do today, increases that workflow for the business. On top of that, employees can change this as often as they want. So if they say, hey, I'm not ready to go into an accelerated pay preference yet, they can stay on a biweekly or semi-monthly cash flow cycle. But if they want to cash out at any point during that, they use our app. It fires a verification over to the manager and they say, oh, no problem. And so we see these types of things with you get a flat tire, your dishwasher breaks, you want to go to Coachella. At the end of the day, if you want the access to that money, it should be the employees. And so we're just enabling that. We certainly don't charge fees or interest to the employee for this. Our entire model is built on a per employee per month license fee. And so it makes it so no contract and riskless for the employer and a incredible benefit for the employee. So again, with that, Everee funds all those accelerated payments. Business sees the exact same cash flow. So you asked about why would an accountant or somebody want to use this? Bookkeeping stays exactly the same. We have a QuickBooks Online integration, and so all of those advanced payments go into QuickBooks as a liability on the books until reconciliation at the end of the pay period, at which point stays exactly the same. We handle all the tax filings. We have a tax filing guarantee. If anything happens there, then we take care of all that.
Very important. Very, very important. And one of the main things that you just mentioned, it was cash flow. And how does that help the customer per se, us as accountants,
Sure.
how we can present it to the customer per se, how we can present it to the small business owners, especially in these times. We are in the look for how do we can beneficiate from the cash flow? How is it better? How does it look in my books? At the end, what do we want to see? And can you touch a little bit about that when it comes to how does it look in their books that
Sure.
is not touching at all? I want you to express that is very important for Everee, that it helps your cash flow. So that is why accountants need to present Everee to their small business owners, to their clients, because it is the main thing that Everee does.
Essentially, and especially during these times now where businesses are looking for opportunities to do a recruiting benefit. So something, hey, we can pay quicker, and that's a benefit for the employees. Not only that, but 1099 contractors, gig workers, employers like this are looking for these types of workers. Workers want to work that way. And so essentially being able to say, look, I can pay you as soon as you're done with the job, and then still the business can maintain a 2-week cash flow is beneficial for the employer. It helps get these employees and contractors paid quicker and on the schedule that they're used to working on. Done with the job, I want to get paid for it.
Yeah, and that is very important. It doesn't matter in what state we are in. You guys offer the same type of opportunities that get unpaid the same day, even if it's from California to Florida to all over the United States. You guys offer the same service. It doesn't matter if it's some companies need to have 1099s or if you guys have more of employees, you offer that.
That's right.
That's correct.
All across the country.
All across the country. Very good. So is there anything that you want to say to our accountants? Now remember, we are live not only on premises but also virtually. So for all of those people that are not here, that cannot visit you and see your whole crew, the whole crew of Everee is here. So for those of you that are watching on the app and are around and are visiting all the other booths, just go and visit our booth of Everee. But also for the people that are virtual, what do you want? How can they contact you? How can they start a demo, a trial, understand what you guys do? Who can they contact? Who do they have to call?
Sure. Our website, everee.com/getstarted, is a great place to start to see a demo. Specifically, if you were in the 1099 or gig space, everee.com/gigpay is a great place for that. For everybody watching, we make reporting easy. We've got a company picker, so if you're managing multiple clients and accounts, you have one admin that you log into, and then you have all your clients and customers in there, and separates across there. So great solution for anyone looking for that, and especially in this changing economy where gig and 1099 workers are in need of this. Perfect solution for it.
That is great. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being with us here with Kyle that has explained everything about Everee. It is an amazing app. It gives you the opportunity of expanding your cash flow. So that is mainly, and we are here to help not only our accountants, but the clients and the employees. So thank you so much. It has been my pleasure. And of course, social distancing, but thank you so much.
Thanks for
being
having
with
me.
us. Yes.